Welcome back, everybody. We're pulling cards for December the 21st. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy. After that, we'll pull one card for each sign and see how all of this pans out for everybody as we go through the zodiac for the day. So let's start with our overall energy. We begin with the Three of Wands coming up in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse really, to me, talks about the idea of going with the flow, being very much in the moment, not being in the past, not being in the future, doing things sort of off the cuff, maybe paying attention to those intuitive hits, but definitely doing things more spur of the moment, less planned out, not so completely organized and planned down to the nth detail. All right, so let's take a peek at how this plays out for everybody during the day. Aries, what we have showing up for you guys is bum, ba-da-da-da, the Page of Swords. Okay, so Aries, I think that you're getting some kind of message or news today that really is letting you know that I think it's good news, but I think that it causes you to do some things that you hadn't exactly planned out. So it causes you to do some things kind of spur of the moment, not totally foreign territory for you guys. I think y'all will be just fine with it. Taurus. Taurus, we do have the Empress showing up in reverse with that Three of Wands overall. Do, 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 do. So, Taurus, it looks like what's going on today is that there's something that you have sort of planned out, that you were anticipating, that you were expecting, and it's not going the way that you planned. With the Empress in reverse, it's basically saying that things are going in a different direction than what you had in mind. And with that Three of Wands, let's just be in the moment. The best thing you can do here is go with the flow. If you need to pivot, then pivot, but go with the flow today. Next up, we're looking at Gemini. Nine of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Geminis, I think you're doing something really kind of spur of the moment because you are wanting to create more cash flow. And so I think you have a good idea today that you're just moving forward with. Feels right and you're doing it. Cancer, 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 Cancer. Page of Cups coming up in reverse, Cancer. Cancers, I think that you weren't really planning on letting somebody know how important they are to you, but you are doing it in the moment today. There's some kind of trigger that makes you feel like that would be something that it would be really good for them to hear today, and so you're sharing that. Next up, we're looking at Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay, Leo's Six of Pentacles showing up here. Boop-a-dee-doo-doo, boop-a-dee-doo. Leos, it may very well be that somebody that you were not expecting to pay you back in some way is paying you back today. This can be somebody that, you loaned an onion to, or somebody that maybe you did a service for and you had sent them an invoice, but you didn't know when they would be able to actually make that payment. This can be somebody that you did something nice for and they're paying you back, and it's coming up as a surprise with that overall energy. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Two of Pentacles showing up here for Virgos. You've got a lot of things on your plate today, Virgo, with that Two of Pentacles showing up. I think you're going to handle everything on your plate just fine, but I do think that there will have to be some adjustments to the schedule for you to cover everything. And so doing some things kind of spur of the moment, sort of as needed, and then getting back on track again later. All right, so next up we're looking at Libra. Queen of Pentacles showing up for you, Libras. What is going on here? Boop-a-dee-doo, boop-boo. Libras, I think that you are offering somebody some kind of help or assistance or encouragement today, and you were not expecting to do that. So I'm not sure if you had other plans for today or if you just didn't think you would help this person, but whatever it is, I think you're going with the flow. This was not a planned thing that happened. Next up, we're looking at Scorpio. Okay, Five of Swords showing up in reverse. Scorpios keeping the peace once again. Seems to be a theme. Of course, we are getting closer to the holidays now as we get into these readings, aren't we? Okay, so keeping the peace, Scorpio, and I think that you're really having to be on the ball to keep the peace. In other words, I think that you have somebody in your sphere of influence who can be a little sensitive. They have you sort of walking on eggshells to keep the peace, and so you're just adapting as you go. All right, next up, let's look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, Four of Pentacles showing up here for you guys. What do we have here? Four of Pentacles. Sagittarius. Mhm. I think there's something going on here where you're sort of holding back. I think you're holding back information. You're not letting somebody know exactly everything that they need to know today or everything that you normally share with them. Let's say that. And I think that there's something that happens today that has you reconsidering how much you share with them and sort of holding back, not sharing as much as you usually do. Capricorn, Capricorn, Ace of Swords. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. Capricorns, I think that you've got some kind of new understanding or new epiphany that shows up for you today. I don't think that you were expecting it all at all with that Three of Wands showing up in reverse. I don't think you were actually even digging for this information. It just kind of popped in. All right, next up, we're looking at Aquarius. Aquarius, Wheel of Fortune showing up in reverse. Aquarius, I think that it's going to be a really hectic day today, is what it feels like to me. It may feel like everything that you do, you're just going backwards instead of forwards because there's so much that's piling up on your schedule. I don't think you were expecting today to be like that. I think you had today pretty well organized, and you may have even been expecting it to be kind of a quiet day. I don't think it's going to be a quiet day. I think it's going to be crazy busy, and I don't think you're expecting it. Next up, we're looking at, well, now you are, right? Next up, we're looking at Pisces. Knight of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Pisces, you have some opportunities to do things kind of spur of the moment or last minute today, and you are saying, no, thank you. I like my plans. Thank you very much. That's what I see there for you. Thank you guys very much for being here today. I do appreciate all your kind support. Thank you for smashing that thumbs up button, sharing this video around, and putting feedback down below. I do appreciate it all. I'm looking forward to reading for some of you personally a little bit later on today. And the rest of you, I'll see you back on the next video. Peace out.